Hi, do you know the best way to live to be 100 years of age? Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about today. My name is Terry Clark from faithandfit.org. Welcome to my vlog on the journey to 100. So a lot of times people want to know, well, how can I add years to my life? What do I need to do? How do I need to eat? How do I need to live? Okay. And so one of the unsung heroes, one of the most important things we can do when we're trying to live to 100 years of age is sleep. Okay. We've seen it in the movies. The movies kind of show us how it's done. Some want to go into a chrono stage of sleep, and then they'll wake up 102 years later. Okay. And so every night when you go to sleep, you're actually traveling ahead 8 hours into the future. And that's one of the reasons why human beings can live such a long time. We spend a third of our life sleeping. Or what happens if you don't sleep 8 hours? What happens if you sleep 4 hours? Now you're only spending 1/6 of your hours sleeping. Okay, so every hour that you don't sleep actually, hurts you and prevents you from moving further ahead in the future. So, this week, on my journey, I spent a lot of time focusing in on sleeping. I take sleeping very, very seriously. Sleep is something that's really important to me. Now, I know a lot of people think, well, I can't really control it. It's a passive thing. It's not like working out where you can just push will and power to it and throw muscle at it. So it's not one of those things. So you kind of have to do some things. So I brought some stuff that I kind of want to share to show you some of the things that I'm doing to take my sleep to the next level. So one of the things I like to use at night, and I'm using it now, is I put these over my eyes like that. And so it makes the room completely dark. Okay, and because I got a lot of blue lights and red lights flashing around in the room from technology, and I need that stuff to go away so that my body is not being fooled about whether it's daylight outside or not. Any light in the room, you want to kind of try to get away from it. So this is just an effort to control the environment. So by putting these blinders on right here, I get a chance to, sleep longer. Okay, and this helped out quite a bit for me. So that's one thing I do. Another thing I do is I take supplements. I take supplements that are geared towards sleeping. So this is GABA and Theanine here. So these are two supplements that I use to get calm, to relax, to go to sleep, that kind of stuff. So I'm also looking at supplements to help me sleep longer. Another thing I do is I focus in on my diet later. So I'm going to be doing things like Greek yogurt, buttermilk, kefir, cottage cheese, those kind of dairy probiotic type of foods that are going to focus in on my hormones and focus in on my neurotransmitters and help me get to a relaxed state so I can sleep. My goal is to reach 8 hours of sleep a night. Sometimes I get 9, sometimes I get 10. I've struggled in the past with sleep. I've only gotten 4 hours, 3 hours before, and you can really see it. It affects my appearance when I don't get the right sleep. It also affects my workouts. Working out on 3 hours of sleep is hard. Okay, I've done it before. Okay, and so, but when I wake up in the morning and I feel fresh, I feel like I'm 15 or 16 again, because sleep gives you energy just like food does. So you really want to focus in on your sleep, and you want to make sleep a priority, because it is going to help you to live to be 100. It's not only going to help you live to 100 in terms of longevity, but it's going to give you quality of life too. We really have to take a balanced approach to our health and our fitness. Working out is great. Diet is even better, but sleep helps us to be balanced. So you want to have a balanced approach. You want to make sure that you're doing quite a few things to live for a while, have a quality life, sleep will definitely do that. I take hot baths to help out with sleep as well. I have like 10 units that I use to work my muscles and massage my muscles. I have a massage chair also that my kids bought me for Father's Day. So I'm always doing things to stay balanced as far as my health and fitness. I'm not trying to do one thing. Okay, so sleep is not going to be a magic pill. It has to be balanced and coupled with other healthy things. Like it should be balanced and coupled with diet, supplements, fitness, working out, that kind of stuff, so you can get quality sleep, so you can build muscle, okay, those type of things, and having good, healthy relationships. Also, having a healthy relationship with technology, turning that technology off at night, not watching a bunch of stuff that's drama filled, okay, listening to music when it's close to going to bed, because the mind is not going to just slow down. Okay, if it's running at 100 miles per hour and then all of a sudden you slam on the brakes when it's time to go to bed, that's a car crash. So just be mindful of that kind of stuff. You want to focus in on taking care of yourself, giving yourself enough rest. The more you sleep, the more rest you get, the better you're going to feel in the morning. But also, that time that you're sleeping is actually quality lifetime. Okay, because the body's not working as hard. Okay, and so the more time you have where the body is working easy, it's going to make it better for you as far as longevity is concerned. One of the things I would suggest also is just doing research. You guys know about my website, faithandfit.org. I recommend going there, reading articles on sleep. We provide a lot of them there to get a better understanding. This video is just to get you thinking about it. That's the way most videos, most vlogs work. We talk about it, get you thinking about it. Of course, it requires additional research and additional understanding on your part. Okay, your life, okay, is worth the investment. It's worth the research. Okay, you have to spend time understanding how things work. Okay, that is how life works. Okay, don't mail it in. You'll be disappointed because it won't last long if you do that. Okay, do your research. You don't have to do a lot. Just read a little here and there. Check up on a few things here or there. It doesn't have to be a lot, but you do need, knowledge is power. You do need to start understanding how things work, and you need to learn. I do research all the time. And it's not because I got to write about this stuff. I got to blog about it. I do research on things, I may start to add something to my diet, like buttermilk. And then I want to research. I want to say, well, what are the benefits of buttermilk? What am I getting for drinking this stuff? So I always want to know, what are the benefits? I also want to know the nutrients in something, because sometimes those nutrients be tied in together. There's a reason why, eggs and chicken and fish all come together like that, and why they keep mentioning those things, because they all got protein in them. Also, like with foods that have fiber in it. Okay, you find out that this is one nutrient, and that's what they're all hanging their hats on. So you want to focus in on that kind of stuff. But sleep will definitely add value to your life. Okay, it'll help your body rebuild, help your body get more muscular. Okay, it will give you energy. You will feel more energetic when you wake up after a good night's sleep. You will feel very energetic. Okay, you will have the energy to do more, including work out and get busier and stuff like that. And remember, metabolism is your body's ability to process energy. Okay, so a bad night's sleep can tear down metabolism. Okay, in addition to increasing metabolism, sleep also takes you into a fasted state, which means your body gets a chance to rest from all of the food. And food, even though food is fun and it's delicious, and we just see food as food, food is a foreign object that's going into your body. Now, it's a good foreign object, but even from that standpoint, it brings some risk and threat to it. It brings bacteria with it. The body has to process it and break it down and then turn it to energy and then dispose of the waste. So there's a lot that goes into these processes, and so we need to respect them. Okay, and so sleep allows us to take a break from eating, allows us to take a break from our digestive system. It allows us to take a break from working out and working in our mental and thinking about things and processing and dealing with stress. So sleep has a lot of great benefits to it. Okay, it's a chance for you to reload, recalibrate, recover, and rest. And you need to see it as such. You know, sleep should be, oh boy, this is a chance for me to give my body a break. Okay, and you need to really take advantage of it. Get as much sleep as you can. Okay, plan around the sleep. Have a set time to go to bed. You know, my time, I'm in bed at 9, get to sleep around 10. Okay, I don't like, you know, even though I know I'm going to probably be sleeping around 10, I don't go to bed at 10. I go to bed at 9. Get into bed. You know, I take sleep very serious. Sleep is just as serious as my workout and just as serious as my diet, because sleep is that extra edge that I'm going to need to tie it all together. All right, guys, you know what I say. They may be stronger than you. They may be faster than you. They may even be smarter than you, but never, and I do mean never, let them outwork you. All right, guys, be blessed. Have a great day.